Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's homecoming night here at Franklin High School. I am Paul Breece, along with my sidekick and partner, Justine Ventline, and what a glorious night of weather for fall football, Justine.
Beautiful, beautiful night. Couldn't have scripted up any better, I don't believe so.
Well, as they always say, it's the Battle of Franklin once again. Unfortunately, Centennial was the draw for Franklin and homecoming this year, and you could script it two ways. Franklin 0-6, probably the best 0-6 team in the state. Centennial 5-1, and you know what? Don't take Franklin for granted right here.
Absolutely not, absolutely not. Like you said, Paul, that 0-6 record is not a true showing of the talent on this team. It's just a representation of the talent in this region and Middle Tennessee. It's tough to get a win around these parts.
Well, we are off and running. And here comes Sam Cochran with the kickoff and going to be into the end zone for a touchback. And the Admirals will start on offense in the maroon uniforms. So if you know anything about Franklin High School, Justine, pretty young team.
Very young team. Sophomore at quarterback. A lot of growth and opportunity within this team, but still good to have those seniors around to show these young cats the ropes.
So Brewer Wilson, the quarterback, number 15 here in a shotgun set. Going to bring Springer in motion. And going with the immediate handoff and just going to be stopped for basically 1 yard by the Centennial Cougars.
Met at the line by number 35. I think that was Gus McMurray.
Gus McMurray in on the stop.
You know, as sophomore Brewer Wilson, the quarterback for Franklin, he's, won the job over the spring and summer. And he really hasn't had his full arsenal of receivers. Back tonight is what I would consider probably one of the best young receivers out there in sophomore Lucas Young coming back. And so be on the lookout for number 9 as a target. And there's a quick throw out to number 2, Alec Wartress.
Wartress, one of the few seniors on the team, starting on the offensive side of the ball for the Admirals tonight.
And there's the 5-1 head coach of the Centennial Cougars, Matt Kreisky.
Gain of 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 5.
And continues to build the program. Last year, I believe he ended with 4-6, 5-5.
Yeah.
Somewhere
he just basically missed out on the playoffs, and that's what he was. Right, that's the whole season right there. If you can't get week 11,
you're trying to play 11.
Yeah,
you're trying to play 11 games every year.
So Wilson under control, going to be pressured and going to get the first down, and a little more. Scrambles out for a first down. Nice run by the sophomore.
Dragged down by number 12 from Centennial. That's Hudson Parks from behind, but not before he could pick up the first down with a little scamper.
So Wilson, who had trouble last week in the loss to McGavick with 3 interceptions, and I'm sure that he's been coached up this week. Listen, don't throw it. Don't make something major. Don't make the big play. Just something.
Take what the defense is giving you.
There you go. And Brewer Wilson just did that. And they move the chains, and that's got to be a big plus for the Admirals. And there's the handoff to, I believe that's going to be 44, Rocco Pinea.
Looks like a couple of Cougars in on the tackle, but I believe that was led by number 5, Xavier Haddix. That'll bring up 2nd and 5. So far, the Admirals are able to move the ball in little chunks here. As they say, you want to stay ahead of the chains.
Stay ahead of the chains. Keep the clock rolling. Don't let Centennial offense get the ball. Listen, I want to correct myself. Cooper Jordan on the carry right there, number 14.
And they go back to Waltress.
Uh-huh. So Waltress on the quick, and now you put yourself in a 3rd and about 5.
This is pass complete to Waltress. Cody Williamson in on the stop.
And so a huge needed conversion right here on 3rd down. I think last week is what I saw. It was like the Admirals were 3 for 11 on 3rd down, so need something.
It might be too early, but 4th down territory, Coach?
Well, here we go.
Oh,
Jordan is going
He's going to pick it up by himself.
Absolutely. No need for that conversation. And a tremendous job by the front five of the Admiral offensive line. You know, the big question was who's going to replace Fisher Anderson, right? I think it was by committee this year. I think they're going to need everybody as Fisher Anderson at Stanford University. Yep. So there's see right there, Coach Alex Melton in his second year, trying to right the ship, right?
Yeah, no pun intended.
That's right. And this would be a huge win in his belt here if we could somehow pull this off on homecoming. Wilson back, plenty of time. Great job. And unfortunately, the pocket just collapsed right there for no gain.
That was 87, Nathan Freeman for the Cougars. Like you said, Paul, he had time, tried to make something out of nothing, and was just met at the line after the Cougars were able to disengage some of those blocks.
You know, what I've seen right now, Justin, is that, you know, Brewer Wilson, after those 3 interceptions, something in his brain is telling him, don't force it, don't force it, don't force it. And we've seen him really, the short passes, right, the easy completions, but the downfield we have seen nothing yet. It's
a little more hesitancy out of him so far.
So here we go, second and about a long 8. The Admirals going to try the trap here, and that's going to be a carry for about 2 or 3, and that is going to be Rocco Pineda. So kind of in the same boat, Justin, 3rd and 5. They've been on the ground, converted a couple of times. What do you got?
I'm going to go with a little play action, bubble screen to, I was going to say Woltris, but he's not out there. So we're going to go with a little in route to number 16 here on our near side, Cooper Brown.
Well, it looks like the ice. Well, there is the rollout. Nothing is there. Wilson needs to get rid of it. Going to throw it up for grabs. And there's Lucas Young. He's back, and he's going to score. Welcome, Lucas Young, to Franklin Admiral football.
And you called it, Paul. He's going to be a playmaker tonight. Just high points the ball there. Able to take it away from the Cougar defender, make another defender miss, and waltz into the end zone to put the Admirals up 6-0 early in the first.
Fantastic reception. Hopefully we're going to catch a replay here in a second. We're going to have the point after attempt as we all try to catch our breath. And the kick is up, and it is good. So with 7:21 left in the first quarter here at Franklin High School, the Admirals 7 and the Cougars 0.
Check out the Franklin High School's new athletic website.
Well, I tell you what, something when I saw right there, you know, Brewer Wilson hung on to that ball about as long as he could. He knew he was going to be in trouble. So, we talked about the hesitancy of throwing it down the field. I think he just was like, hey, forget it.
Right.
I got my man Lucas Young, who I played with, in middle school. I know if I throw it up, he's got a chance.
Exactly.
He pulled it down. Here's the replay.
Design rollout. He's looking. And like you said, Paul, he's holding on to this ball as long as possible until he can just throw it up to Lucas Young. Lucas goes up, makes a play, hurdles, and 6 for their Admirals.
Well, this is what you do not want to be if you're a Cougar fan right now, is just to get this student body section just jumping, per se, as they are fired up.
Absolutely. On homecoming. Yeah, homecoming night, this crowd will definitely be into it now. And that's what you want as the home Admirals coming out here, first drive, get 7 points on the board, keep this crowd into it. And the Admirals will have, I believe that's 92, Elijah Bagwell kicking off. A little short kick. It'll bounce at the 20, and there's a scrum for it. I believe number 5, Xavier Haddix, will come up with it for the Cougars, and now the Centennial Cougars will take the field and try to answer what was a methodical drive by the Admirals.
Yeah. Here we go. The Cougars, our first offensive drive for them, going to be led by Brendan Jones, the senior quarterback, and he is going to, no problem, throw it out there. 3 missed tackles, and he's going to break it loose. It's 21, Kenai Johnson, and Wartress is going to chase him down for a huge gain by the Cougars.
Kenai Johnson, I have a feeling we're going to be saying his name a lot tonight. Last year, I think me and you did this game, or we did a Cougars game last year, Paul, and Kenai Johnson is just one of those playmakers on the Cougars.
So we're going to quickly see here a quick handoff to, I believe that's Tanner Lee, who leaps over a defender, gains about 1. Let's go back to the catch, right, to who we talked about, Kenai Johnson, another sophomore. Man, in 2 years, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of good talent between these two teams, that's for sure.
And that was a lot of Kenai Johnson just breaking tackles and making things happen. So making quarterback Brendan Jones look good. So 2nd and long, Tanner Lee with the fake. Going to be a throw.
Just out of the reach.
Yeah, out of the reach of Cody Williamson, the junior receiver right there.
I think Brendan Jones will probably have a lot of time tonight back there. They got a full front 5, all seniors for these Centennial Cougars. So mixing in the youth in the playmaker side with the leadership up front with the up front 5 will be interesting to see.
And so we got a flag. So what was a 3rd and 9? We've got a penalty, and before the snap is going to be an interesting call. And looks like they're going to mark it off against the Admirals. Oh, my. Man, what I was about to say is that, you know, the Admirals may just bend and don't break here.
Against the defense, number 70.
We got him mic'd up tonight,
Mic'd up? Oh, man, this is a big moment in high school football. Wow, you were usually having to guess who's it on and all this stuff. How about that?
I feel like we're down in Murfreesboro, MTSU game.
Well, we jumped right there, so we're going to get it back. The Cougars jumped. That was going to be the right tackle right there. And so
trading 5 yards. Trading 5 yards.
Free of charge, nobody.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 9 once again for the Cougars.
Up. How about that? 51. Listen.
We're going to be out of job pretty soon.
Yeah. Colton Motley, the guilty party.
Looks like we got Kenai Johnson again lined up to the bottom of your screen.
Yeah.
I would be watching him on a bubble or some type of quick in route.
Brendan Jones across the middle and out of the outstretched arms of, who's that, number 4?
Number 4, Jaden George, a junior. So as we stated, a lot of youth on this talent or playmaker squad for the Cougars, and that'll bring out.
It's 4th down and 9.
Looks like it's going to bring out the kicking unit.
How about that? We're going to get, I believe this is going to be Sam Cochran, the lefty.
You love to see it.
As a left-footed kicker.
And after a big first play on the possession, the Admirals were able to hold them to potentially a field goal.
Oh, man, I think they could have blocked that.
Yeah.
Wow, but we had a penalty, it looks like.
Called dead, yep.
I was wondering why he stopped. Warcher said it was going to be definitely blocking it. Maybe because he got a little head start. We'll find out by the referee.
That ball, encroachment on the defense, number 2.
Called it. You called it, Paul. You usually don't get that good of a look at a field goal block without being a little early.
So Warcher's number 2 out there on the right end. Getting that free look.
And Coach Melton is not happy.
No,
you give it extra 5 yards for this field goal unit.
And Coach Kreisky's going to go ahead and kick it again.
Out there, yep.
Yeah.
So we'll line it back up at about the 25.
Oh, he blocked it. The Admirals, can they scoop it up? They just got a block to get him out. Oh, and he's going to be drugged down. Oh, my!
And what a turn of events for the Cougars. Huge, huge play by the special teams unit of the Franklin Admirals. Like we were just saying, big first play on the possession for the Cougars. Admirals were able to hold them to an eventual field goal try, catch the edge, block the field goal, and return it all the way back down to the 35.
So McCloskey on the block, Thompson King, the scoop, and the rumble. And probably just needed one more block.
Yep.
But hey, again, do we question the field goal attempt? Here comes
the handoff.
Yeah, Jordan, I believe. He's going to just lower his head, and now we're going to have a flag.
Cooper Jordan on the carry. Haddix and
I believe we're going to get a... I believe this will be going against the Admirals, if I had to guess.
I believe it's going to be holding on number 9. Let's listen in.
Holding on the offense, number 9. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
So Lucas Young in his first game with the holding out there. You're in an island as a receiver, right? I mean, it's kind of tough. How long do you hang on? I mean, Cooper Jordan, you know, he was trying to run, and then he stretched it out, and, you know, just kind of one of those things. So first and
20?
Maybe 18, 19. Brewer Wilson checking down, going to be caught. Panea wrapped up immediately.
Yeah, for a loss of 2 on that play. Couple Cougars in there for the tackle, but it looks like that was led by number 87 once again. That's going to be Nathan Freeman. Wrong team. 87. Caleb Workman.
Loss of 2 yards on the play, 2nd and 20.
It's only an error if you admit it. The only people with him notice were Caleb Freeman's parents.
That's right. I do apologize.
So 2nd and about 20 now after the loss of a 1. Wilson in the pistol. Quick drop. Throws. Looking under. Cut it.
Oh.
16 for the Admirals.
That's me. Cooper Brown was able to get some separation on that one.
And that was a timing pattern.
Yes.
Justin, you saw that Brewer Wilson threw it before Cooper Jordan. No, Cooper Brown. Brown got his.
Came out of his break.
There we go. You've watched a lot of pro football, right?
Yeah, something like that. It's a team game up here, Paul.
Absolutely. And we need all the help we can get.
So that brings up 3rd and 20.
Here comes the blitz. Nice pickup.
Picked up very well.
Oh, they got a wide open tight end down there. Manning, number 8, was running free.
Yeah, Mina was standing there wide open, waving his hands. I'm not sure Wilson was able ever to see him. At that point, I think he was just scrambling, trying to pick up as much as he could to give the punting unit a little bit more room.
So a big stand by the Cougars after the block field goal attempt. And
Kanad Johnson deep for Centennial.
So here comes the punt by Kia Hamilton, and that is going to be short.
Hit a Admiral, came back to the 35, and it'll just be a change of preference of ball, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. So Hamilton, the unfortunate recipient of about a 10-yard punt right there.
So the Cougars will come back out here, led by Brennan Jones, quarterback. And other than the big first play to Kanai Johnson, not a lot of success from this offense first time around.
Well, keep your eye on 24 right here, the running back. I believe that's Tanner Lee. Probably going to get some heavy dose of him this second series. I definitely think that Coach Kreisky believes that he's got an advantage from the receiver standpoint against the secondary.
Centennial starts to drive 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
There's Tanner Lee and a shoestring tackle. That's going to
Lee
be
on the carry.
26.
King on the stop.
That's Thompson King, another sophomore.
Well,
These Admirals are full of them.
King of 3 yards on the play.
tremendous
2nd and
play by
7.
King to stop a big, I believe Tanner Lee had a
A lot of green in front of him there. Handoff once again to Lee. Up the middle for about a gain of 3, which will bring up
Lee on the carry. Alex Allen in on the stop.
3rd and we'll call it a long 5. Short 5 now. So a couple
3 yards on the
couple
play.
runs up the middle from the Cougars. We'll see if they
Down and 4.
continue to keep the ball on the ground or try to go through the air here.
Here comes McCloskey. He's on the blitz. Tanner Lee, and he just gets tripped up. Yeah. So at 1st down, move
Lee on
the
the
chains.
Sean Gacka tripped him
So
up.
Sean Gacka tripped him up, and lucky for that. Otherwise, once again, Lee's been about two shoestring tackles away
from something major.
Yes.
Centennial from their own 45 yards.
So that'll bring up a fresh set of downs for the Cougars. Jones takes the snap, throws it over to Lee with the bubble screen, and that'll pick up about 7-8 yards.
Jones pass complete to
Brought
Lee.
down by a duo of Admirals. Looks like that was number 7, McCloskey, and number 10, Kia Hamilton.
Again, 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4.
So 2nd and 4, Jones here, just kind of in command, the senior. Here comes Tanner Lee again.
And once again.
Man, let's see who gets up. I believe that's Thompson King again, 26. It continues to have an impressive statistical night with about 3 or 4 tackles and the return block field goal.
It's 3rd and 1.
That will be an interesting stat line in tomorrow's Williamson Herald. So that'll bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, when you got a running back like Tanner Lee, Justin, you got to think, I mean.
Yeah, I believe this is staying on the ground.
Yeah.
And he's able to pick it up.
And that's just, unfortunately, McCloskey is a tackling machine for Franklin. Just cannot be everywhere, right?
Exactly.
With the stop.
But he does make the tackle, unfortunately. Lee already with the 1st down. So moving the chains and the clock running. 1:23 here left in the 1st quarter.
Once again.
Yeah, Lee.
Healthy dose of Lee here.
Oh, what a great
possession.
Oh, my. But did you see that?
That was number 14, Cooper Jordan, another sophomore for the Admirals.
Hey, Cooper Jordan, did everything right except for, he went straight to his knees.
Yes.
But.
Made the stop regardless, though.
And Tanner Lee jogging off the field. I think he had, 4 or 5 carries in a row.
Yes.
So in the game comes number 5.
It's going to be Xavier Haddix at running back for the Cougars. Quick pass.
Oh, fumble.
Comes
wow.
loose.
There's your guy, Johnson. 21.
Complete to Johnson.
Johnson already had the big pickup earlier.
Right.
Wow. I think he was like, well, I'm getting it. Here we
go.
Yeah,
right. I think it was a little transition, trying to go from one arm to another. Might have been an Admiral disruptance in there as well, but regardless, able to pick the ball back up and get a short gain. So that brings up the third down on this drive. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Yeah. And
incomplete.
Wow. So let's see. Coach Kreisky in his first big choice here. Well, maybe the second one. I think the first time was trying to kick the field goal. The second attempt after the false start. Now going to punt in deep. not deep Admiral territory, but plus side territory. If we're fighting for field position here, Justin, you got to wonder.
Especially the way the Admirals have been able to move the ball thus far. It's not like they're having any issues, but kick within the 10
and
gets a punter's roll back to about the 9. That looks like your lob wedge.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Boom. Putting for birdie.
So with 15 seconds left in the first quarter, the Admirals will take over at the 9-yard line.
Franklin starting to drive 1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line.
Well, this is a field position problem for the Admirals, whose running game has not been on point so far this season. And immediately met.
On cue, he's met by, I believe that's number 50.
Jalen Spring on the carry.
That's going to be Keegan Scruggs.
Keegan Scruggs on the stop.
Great call. Just got to bring a little youth up here to get the eyes going, man. I could not see that at all. So after 1 quarter of play, we're going to flip-flop ends here, and the Admirals going to be back on offense. And the Franklin Admirals on homecoming night lead 7-0 over the Centennial Cougars. And Justin Ventline and Paul Breece here at homecoming night at Franklin High. Weather still tremendous.
Great weather.
Man, student section fired up, both sides. Standing room only everywhere here.
Looks like even the end zone seating is filling up out there.
Well, I'm sure there's some
on the south side.
I'm sure there's some quality football games going on.
The next stars of the Admirals and the Cougars out there.
That's right.
Getting familiar with each other already.
The Battle of Franklin, you throw out the record books, right? These guys have known each other for a while.
And like you said, we said it pregame, Paul, probably the best winless team in the mid-state for sure, maybe this entire state as a whole.
Yeah. So there you see your score. Second quarter about to start here. And Brewer Wilson, quarterback, going to take the snap. Handoff immediately. That's maybe Jordan again, 14.
I couldn't grab a number on that one.
I'm going to leave it up to
yep, that was 14. Cooper Jordan, sophomore.
The Admiral jerseys with the white numbers, a little easier to see than the Carolina Tar Heel-esque. Listen, I'm a fan
I do like him.
I'm a fan of the Cougar unis, though, and the helmets for sure.
So that'll bring up a long third down. It'll be a third and 9 for the Admirals. Wilson in the pistol formation.
Oh, my. Just nothing there, Justin.
No, he was met at the edge by number 17. That's going to be Matthew Rowan for the Cougars, and that'll bring out the punting unit for the Admirals. So 3 straight runs by the Admirals.
And here we go, Kia Hamilton, right? The punter, first time around, probably a 10-yard punt.
Right.
We see the return here of Johnson standing right at the 50. I think he could probably scoot up a little bit because the wind seems to be whipping right to and a bad snap. Hamilton gonna
line drive almost,
and Johnson gonna pick up and he's almost met
in
a tackle.
Coverage. Yeah, great coverage by number 5. That's Gaka.
Sean Gaka with the stop.
Gaka, the Johnny on the spot, 21. As I'm trying to fumble for my glasses to find out.
Oh no,
where could they be? Well,
I wouldn't lend you mine, but
do you have
hopefully
glasses?
I'm 20 years away from that yet.
Oh, I got him. You know what they say? When you turn 50, people go, hey, where are my glasses? They're on top of your head. Where are my car keys? They're in your pocket.
So Jones will take over for the Cougars here. The 2 set.
Wow.
Puts Kenai Johnson in motion, handoff speed sweep, and the Admirals are able to stretch it out for a gain of about 3.
you know, Johnson, I don't know, you saw it on, probably is a little different speed, but he just kind of slowed down. He looked for the hole and then kind of then turned it on. Yep. Only got 2, but could have been worse.
Right, right.
Good job by the Admiral front 5. So Jones
lining back up with a trip set here to the bottom side. Leaves a lot of open space on that top side for Lee to potentially bust one.
Yeah. And speak of, here he goes. Will he get there? Yes, sir. Touchdown. Centennial Cougars, 51 yards by number 24.
Johnny on the spot.
Yep. And that's Tanner Lee, the junior, coming to play.
Like we said, Paul, they lined up all their wide receivers down to the near side of the field, I guess, to us, leaving that opposite side wide open, and Lee was able to bust a 50-plus yarder there for 6.
So the extra point pending, all important extra point. And the snap, Borchers almost, and it's going to be good. So with 10-16 remaining after Sam Cochran, give us a little something right here, Justin.
Yep, number 55 with a nice pull block, able to get out there and get his hands on number 11, Zach Cowart, and after that, it's Tanner Lee to the races.
Yeah, I mean, if you're saying Tanner Lee, let's race, put your money on Tanner Lee.
Yeah, absolutely. Unless you have Kenai Johnson.
That's right. 7-7 here at Franklin High School. In what I would contend is a never panic moment by the Cougars, right? You know, they had the blocked extra point.
Yep.
You know, they had the busted. I mean, a tremendous athletic play by Lucas Young for the score for the Admirals.
Right.
And they never seemed, you know, they stuck to the game plan,
yep.
right?
Yep. They never kind of wearied from what they wanted to do the first couple drives. They wanted to run the ball with Lee, and they weren't going to get nervous or anxious to really press for something else.
So the lefty Cochran and Hamilton going to be able to return this. Let's see what we got. The speedy Hamilton going to find a seam, and he is slung down about the 30-yard line. So you never really see a punter returning kickoffs. Never saw
Good
Brett
point.
Kern.
No. Maybe Stonehouse will.
Man, that dude, he has got a little power behind that kid.
That's absolutely right. So Brewer Wilson will trot back out here for the Admirals.
Well, let's see if they can get Lucas Young, number 9, back
involved, yes. So Wilson will line up here in the pistol. Little bubble screen to number 16. That's going to be Cooper Brown for a gain of about 5.
Wilson's pass complete to Brown.
Well, that's positive yardage for the Admirals.
Gain of 6 yards on the play.
Second and 4, 9:44 and counting. Second quarter, Paul Breece, Justine Ventline here at Franklin High School.
And Brewer lines back up in the pistol, twins to his left. He's going to hand this one off for about a gain of 1.
You know, Justin, after we've seen kind of the running game of Franklin, you know, you're going to have to – seems like you got to be a little creative, right,
yep.
to get some positive yardage.
Yeah, last couple of runs, that one by I believe that was 34, Jalen Spring. Yep.
Gain of a yard on the play.
So here we go, an all-important 3rd and 3 as we see the same set. Wilson, plenty of time. Here comes the pressure.
Coming from the back, and we got a flag.
Yep. And a late flag, probably holding.
He was brought down by number 35, though, Gus McMurray.
There's a flag on the play.
And we'll go to a live look-in on what the what the call is.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well, we do have holding. And they're going to decline it. So it's going to be 4th down. And the punting unit for Franklin is going to trot on.
Holding.
There we go.
On offense, number 52. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
So that'll be Hamilton back there again on the punting duties. So last snap had a little bit of trouble with it. He was able to get it off, though.
Yeah, he scooped
nice
it
long
up.
drive.
For Franklin. Johnson deep for Centennial.
And a tall snap. And well, we got a better punt this time. Hamilton looking.
Going to take a decent roll for the Admirals down to about the 26-yard line.
Aaron Perry down the ball for
and that's
Franklin.
where Brennan Jones and the Cougars will take over.
Aaron Perry downs the punt. So we're up here on top of the press box, Justin. You know, the wind's kind of whipping. We can't really tell which way the wind's blowing, but it looked like with Hamilton kicking toward the south end zone,
getting a little help with that. Yes. Yep.
And well, you know what? We should notice the wind based upon the direction of the grill smoke coming from the hamburgers and the
if we can get one of those up here.
Yeah. So here we go, Jones. Will the Cougars go Tanner Lee time?
He's brought down by a group of Admirals, but
let's don't say brought down because he was still
stopped.
Yeah, his momentum stopped. And that's what I've noticed by Tanner Lee. He's really not been brought down.
Right. The only time he's really been stopped is those shoestring tackles he's been almost tripped up on.
That's right. So the junior having a big game with a huge pickup of 6, 2nd and 4. Jones, quick throw to number 12. And another shoestring tackle, but
that's going to be Dominic Reed for the Cougars on the reception. He's going to be just short of the first, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
So 3rd and short, I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to see Tanner Lee time.
We're going to have a look at him. 4th hat says 4th and inches.
Third.
Well, he put his hand up.
Yeah, I know. He did, yeah. But it is 3rd down.
It is 3rd down. Plenty of time.
Again, 3 yards on the play. 3rd and a short 1.
So Jones making a check at the line. Get the snap to Lee. And he'll pick up the 1st down. They missed the call though.
Yeah, they sure did.
Lee does want it.
Yeah. He had a face mask for sure.
But that'll get a new set of down for the Cougars, who are starting to get a little bit of a rhythm going with their running game.
41-yard line.
Plenty of time before halftime here. 7:07 and counting. Jones, again, similar situation with Franklin. Really not really throwing downhill, but
no.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Tanner Lee.
Yeah, I say when you got Tanner Lee picking up 6-7 yards, there's no reason to get any risky business throwing the ball downfield.
And he's going to go out, so we got a fresh running back at number 5.
That's Xavier Haddix, the senior. He's going to get his chance at a run. And tripped up once again.
Wow.
Haddix on the carry.
That was Gaka for the Admirals, saving a touchdown. Cougars coming quick to the line here.
From the Franklin 31-yard line.
They're going to try it again to the right side this time. This time is brought down.
Yeah.
Haddix on the carry.
And that's Thompson King once again, the sophomore.
Yeah. Helped out by number 11, Zach Cowart, the junior. Second and about 8. Jones. And there's Tanner Lee.
He's back in.
And he is brought down for a gain of about 2 or 3.
Yeah.
You know, you're in 4-down territory, right, Justin?
I would think so. After getting your first field goal attempt blocked, 7-7 game with about 5 minutes left in the first half. I think 14-7 lead would look a lot better to you than a 10-7 lead. But that's why I'm up here at the headset, not in the sideline with the headset.
Third down and 4.
So a huge conversion here.
Yep. The Franklin home crowd coming to life a little bit, trying to give their defense a little bit of will to get a huge stop. Hand off to Lee, and they will get the stop in the backfield, and that's going to be number 40, Alec Allen for the Admirals. So it's going to be an interesting choice here by Coach Kreisky. It's going to be about 4th and 6.
It's a loss of 2 yards on the play.
Wow, and I tell you what, Justin, it's the first time that they've really blown up the offensive line like that. So credit Allen, number 40.
Absolutely.
And now let's see if they go with a hard count, see if they can get 5 back. Well, nope.
Quick snap.
Plenty of time. Under
Throwing
pressure.
Downfield. Incomplete. Pass intended for, I believe that was 14. Drew Bailey.
Centennial turned the ball over on down.
Number 7, McCloskey on the coverage. So McCloskey doing it all on defense for the Admirals tonight.
It's first and 10 Franklin from their own 27-yard line.
So the dose of Tanner Lee kind of ran out. He kind of got tired, and they had to go a different way. Haddix almost had it. So let's go back to the shoestring tackle by Gaka, the touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah.
And we kind of turned it around. Or this game could be 14-7.
So the Admirals will take over. Handoff up the middle. I believe that was number 34. That's going to be Jalen Spring. Yep. So a good dose of Spring so far.
Yeah, positive yardage. 4 minutes left until halftime. I'm trying to get myself together. We got cords galore up here. You know what they say.
Looks like the 90s up here.
Yeah, really. Don't step on the cords. You may rip your headset off. So 2nd and 6. Will the Admirals be conservative and try to stick to the run game here? Will they look for something big?
Pass to your guy.
Well,
that may be number 8. I'll have to let you confirm.
I think that
pass completely Young.
Lucas Young. That is 9.
Yes.
George runs him out of bounds.
So a pickup of 1 on the bubble screen will bring up 3rd and 5 for the Admirals.
Yard on the play. It's 3rd and 5.
We had talked about earlier, right? Getting Lucas Young involved.
And he'll trot back out here to the near side of the field.
So here comes the pressure.
Cougars bringing some pressure.
Oh, he's open.
Double pump. Might have been, no, just
Wilson's pass intended for Young is incomplete.
Just over the outstretched arm of Lucas Young. And that's going to bring out the punting unit.
Well, if we had an extra 1 or 2 officials, I believe you would have saw that the Centennial defender grabbed Lucas Young, and that's why he was probably a yard and a half away from that ball. Now, it's still a good throw by Wilson to get it off. Plenty of time. Good protection.
Great protection.
So here comes Hamilton, who's had success going south. And
another decent punt.
And Johnson's going to let it bounce. Maybe he's going to.
No.
Well, probably not the greatest decision.
Gaka downs the ball for Franklin.
And
Gaka's going to down it at about the 16-yard line. So with 2:58 left in the first half, the Cougars will take over in what has been a field position battle for most of the first half for the Battle of Franklin.
Yeah, absolutely. So you think to yourself, one team's got the upper hand, and all of a sudden kind of get stonewalled, and you have to punt.
Couple big plays by each team on offense has been pretty much the limit of the offense.
Drive first and 10 from on 17.
So here we go, Jones, Tanner Lee, and a tremendous
great 2-0 stop,
yeah.
yes.
McCloskey and Allen, it looks like.
Lee on the carry. McCloskey and Elmore in on the stop.
Well, definitely McCloskey.
That was Pinella, I think, 44.
It's no gain on the play. It's 2nd and 10.
Regardless, I'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Cougars.
Yeah, absolutely. And a quick
and
throw.
A quick throw out to number 4. That's going to be Jaden George. And they are going to say he brought that one in.
To George.
So a low throw to George. He's able to corral it, bring it in, and turn that long 2nd down into a short 3rd and 3. So
yeah, it's a tremendous call by Coach Kreisky just to cut that yardage in half. Big 3rd down. Will Tanner Lee get involved here?
Another run. We got a flag on the far side of the field. So we'll let the officials sort this out and
the flag on the play.
Figure out if it's going to be 1st and 10 or 3rd and long.
Well, they're walking backwards against Centennial here, so this is becoming my favorite part of the whole thing. Get the referee
live looking.
Legal formation against offense. Okay. So 3rd down.
I would say I don't know if that's a numbered penalty. Yeah.
Here's the thing about illegal formations. It's normally not called on a run play.
No.
So not sure if they didn't have enough guys on the line of scrimmage. Got to have 7.
It's 3rd and 8.
So Cougars will line up with a tray set to the top side of your screen. Pass.
Oh, tremendous
great
throw catch.
Yeah, great throw and catch. That's going to be Jaireen Oti.
Jones passes complete to Otay.
So, yeah, nice composure by Jones to stay in the pocket right there. First kind of downhill throw.
And that'll change your strategy for Coach Kreisky now. You got a 1st and 10, a little bit of momentum driving the field. Another throw.
Oh, watch it. Oh.
It was called dead.
Jones pass intended for Johnson.
So that'll stop the clock with 1:42 left here in the 2nd quarter.
On the coverage. It's 2nd and 10.
Wow, so here we go. 2nd and 10, Jones with trips left. They're going to throw it out here.
Another out route and just gets
Turf
tripped up. Yep.
And McCloskey quickly on the coverage.
So if you're Coach Melton, do you take a timeout?
Third down.
3rd and long.
It's a gain of a yard on the play. It's 3rd and 9.
Clock is still running with under 1:15 left in the 2nd quarter. Jones comes up to the line with trips right.
Plenty of time. Going to throw it. Oh, it's going to be picked off. No need for the timeout. Panea off the tip ball. Could not corral it in.
And OT had it right there in the number 7. Might have got caught looking upfield a little bit there, and Panea was there to capitalize. And that will give the Admirals potential scoring position with just over a minute left here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, they got 3 timeouts. You can't take them with you into the locker room. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how do they manage this situation. Right. The running game has been kind of non-existent.
I was going to say, we've seen a lot of spring here in the first half, and we'll see him again.
I was more of a little downhill run by Spring, but only gain of about 3.5, and the clock is going to stop with a timeout, it looks like.
So Spring's able to pick up about 4 yards there with the downhill run. Coach Melton's going to take a timeout and figure out the next play call.
Yeah.
This timeout is brought to you by Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa.
So 55 seconds, second and 6.
Would like to thank its
We're here at Franklin High School. Paul Breece, Justine, Ventline bringing you the action in the Battle of Franklin. No love lost between these two schools, right?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. A lot of these kids grew up probably near each other, playing travel ball together. They're very familiar with one another.
I'm loving it.
You know the crazy thing. This is our first time together. This
is.
Yeah. So, you know the speakers in the student sections, man, they're just playing music all the time. I remember back in the day, right? There were no such things as speakers. I mean, we just followed the cheerleaders, whatever they were saying. Here comes Wilson, second down, and he's going to be taken down.
Gobbled up in the backfield, and that's going to be a huge stop and sack.
Well, it's very difficult, Justin,
it's going to be 35, Gus McMurray for the Cougars.
You know, right. You got 4 guys going out. You got 6 guys dropping in coverage. It's one of those things where you got to pick your poison.
Right.
I'm sure that Coach Melton would have loved to see him maybe scramble out.
Well, he did a decent job stepping up, but there just wasn't a lot of room to go.
You're right.
So 3rd and 11 coming up for the Admirals with 48 seconds left. What play call do you have in the book here?
Well, here we go. If you make it incomplete, you're looking at a 58-yard field goal attempt. Have we got it in the bag? Is that in the clubs?
It's potential.
At the Williamson Herald. That's the Williamson Herald, Williamson County Sports Source.
You know, I got to see if I can get number 9, Lucas Young, in a kind of a seam pattern.
It's 3rd and 11.
I think, you know, the way he's matched up, he's got a shot if they could just give him a little time to throw here. And it's just a quick out. Manning,
he's going
the
to get
tight
out of
end.
bounds, yep.
That is going to be out of bounds. Now you are about at the 33, so you're looking at about a 50. Check the wind.
I think if you're Coach Millen, you might as well just go for it here.
That's right. You're 0-6. Nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
7-7 against a quality opponent. You got time to adjust. That same pattern will be fine.
Yeah,
if you're,
yep.
Just got to give him time.
Gus McMurray again
with
the
go,
pressure.
Luke.
Throw it up.
Oh.
And a jump ball that was a little underthrown.
Intended for Watrous.
But McMurray for the Cougars getting a lot of pressure from that blind side.
Well, here's the problem. If you're an Admiral defender, Tanner Lee, number 24, is going to trot out on the field, and he's a home run threat anytime, all day.
Absolutely. He only needs 1 second on the clock. He just needs 1 snap to take it to the house. So, but the last few possessions, Paul, the Admirals have been able to stop him pretty well in the backfield and at the line of scrimmage. So we'll see if the Admirals defense can bring that same mentality to this possession. So Lee and company will trot back out to the.
Well, here's another deal. You got Samson, or you got
Kenai Johnson.
Kenai Johnson, excuse me. So we're gonna have another timeout here, and I believe this is gonna be the Cougar timeout. So, listen, I'd be remiss if I didn't give our loyal listener Brooks Ventline a shout out. This guy, hopefully he's not in bed yet.
Hopefully Brooks Ventline is in bed right now.
We got
huge fan of chips and salsa.
Chips
and queso.
Yeah,
queso.
I mean, he takes after his godfather.
That is correct.
So, obviously, halftime, right? You look down here. We've seen the Nolensville band this year put on a
heck of a performance last week.
Yeah. Now it looks like the Admiral band down here has got
we've got a lot of we got a big prop set up. It's gonna be quite the production, Paul. So if you're in the Franklin High School area, swing in, stop
Absolutely.
in. We've got a drone flying.
This is unbelievable.
We're seeing it all here tonight. Homecoming night for Franklin.
And we got FAA clearance for this? What's going on?
So
here we go. Jones probably got time for 2 plays. Will he do it?
He's going to pump, and he's looking.
Oh, man. He got
way.
room. Got to get outside. Jones going to turn on the – he's got to get out of bounds.
Gets out of bounds and stops it with 2 seconds left.
Now he's got a chance.
The luxury of going right to left for the Cougars right there was Jones was able to see the scoreboard while he was scrambling, seeing how much time was left and able to get out of bounds with about 2 seconds left.
So we got timeout from the 42-yard line.
Timeout. White.
Live.
The first timeout of the half.
Live looking.
I love it.
We need this every week.
Don't forget to stop by the Quarterback Club merchandise table located.
Got any updates from around the county, Paul?
I'll check in at halftime. It's going to be huge. Here's what I do know, that Ravenwood is without quarterback Chris Parson tonight against the 1-5 Summit Spartans. So we'll see if the Spartans can somehow manage to escape.
Pull a nice upset, yeah.
Absolutely. So, and we got one here, right?
Right.
We
if you had
if
the
you're
under in the first half,
you're a winner. If you got friends and family, if you're watching, get on the horn. Tell them we got a dandy coming in the second half. But we got one more play here.
So we got Franklin defense lining up in almost a bubble prevent here, all the way back to the 20-yard line. Jones takes
step
the snap.
up. He's got to step up. Oh, it's
he's
over.
He's going to scramble.
Yeah, it's over.
And he's going to be brought down from behind by number 41 for the Franklin. That's me, Elmore.
So Elmore on the play. Hey, we're out of here halftime with our score 7-7 here at Franklin High School. Paul Breece, Justin Ventline. We'll be back with second half action right after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our second half action here on our WCTV Game of the Week at Franklin High School. Paul Breece and Justin Ventline here, bringing you the action on homecoming night, 7-7. Justin, we had a tale of 2 quarters, it looked like.
Yeah. A lot of position battle the first quarter. Second quarter, both offenses getting a little bit of better groove, but just couldn't finish a drive. I mean, we got down into the red zone a couple times for each team and couldn't come away with points. So the Cougars will receive the second half kick, and we'll see if they can just keep ground and pounding it.
Yeah, well, you got to get a look here at the student body here on homecoming tonight. They have been fired up since we arrived about 6:30, and currently the momentum has stopped. So we got a big-time Star Wars battle about taking place right before kickoff, and this is a huge turn of events. As I want to keep your eyes, we're waiting for the kickoff, but man, I tell you what, everybody's been directed toward that for sure, and we will see a winner here shortly. We'll let you know. A little pooch kickoff here, fielded by 22. Downed, Perry stopped. And the Cougar offense is going to come out with senior quarterback Brendan Jones, and the battle continues.
Well, I'm sure we'll see a healthy dose of Tanner Lee again in the second half.
Yeah.
He was able to bust a couple runs for 20-plus yards, but credit the Admirals' defense in that second quarter. Really were able to bottle them up a couple times in the backfield, stop them at the line of scrimmage, and kind of really change the momentum of that offense.
So Tanner Lee finally gang tackled, led by number 11.
That's Zach Cowart.
Cowart, Panea, Allen right there, in which the Cougars had a lot of success in the first half running Tanner Lee right between the tackles.
Right.
Now we're talking 2nd and 10. Jones, quick handoff again, and that time got a little something.
Right. Once again, looks like it was 44. That's going to be Panella.
Rocco Panea.
Panea. Pinella?
Lou Pinella.
Gain of 4
Fantastic.
yards on the play.
Potato,
It's
potato.
third down
That's
and
right.
6.
3rd down and 6. Cougars. Jones, quick out. Going to be dropped.
Drop. Great coverage. That was McCloskey
Yeah.
out there. And they've run that quick out route a couple times, the Cougars have, and I think McCloskey has seen that play a couple too many times in the first half.
McCloskey on the coverage.
Yeah, so what was about a 59-second
It's 4th and
first
6.
series for the Cougar offense is now going to result in a 4th down punt.
Cochran in the
And
punt for Centennial.
just what the doctor ordered,
Jack
as
Breece
in
for Franklin.
doctor of defense, Donnie Webb, the D coordinator. We'll check that, the D-line coach.
D-line coach.
For the Franklin Admirals. So a little scoop right here on the line drive.
That's going to be dangerous, yep.
And a great headsy play by the Admirals special teams, and that is going to be number 2, Alec Warchus.
So very heads-up play. Low line drive kick, ended up hitting the Admiral in the back. Made it go live, but Waltrus, Johnny on the spot, able to recover it there. So we'll see Wilson trot back out, the sophomore quarterback for the Admirals.
And I believe his battery mate back there is going to be number 14, Cooper Jordan.
We've seen a kind of combination of Spring and Jordan all first half, but we're going to stop this drive before it even starts.
Well, you know, the Admirals, you know, being 0-6 for a reason, right? And a lot of it has been attributed by, you know, mental mistakes and self-inflicted
right.
Poison per se, right? Some interceptions, some turnovers, penalties at a crucial time. Now, this may not be crucial, but you just held Centennial
to a 3-and-out.
3-and-out rather quickly, and now you put yourself in a 1st and 15 situation. Let's see if Brewer Wilson and the Admirals can get something going here.
So that's going to be Jordan right up the middle for gain of about 3.
Cooper Jordan on
a couple
the
Cougars there for the tackle. Looks like number 50. That's going to be Keegan Scruggs coming up from the bottom of the pile.
Gain of 3 yards on the play.
Scruggs, a junior, holding down the right side of that defensive line.
So a lot of skill positions on both sides of the ball, underclassmen, right? Sophomore, juniors. The one position Centennial is probably going to have to be looking for next year as a quarterback. As Jones, the senior.
That was Young in motion.
Plenty of time, and he's going to be
wrapped up for a sack. That might go half sack to Scruggs, half sack to 17 for the Cougars. This is going to be Matthew Rowan. That's going to bring up a long 3rd down.
You know, what I've always heard, Justin, is the person that celebrates the longest or loudest usually gets credited with the full sack. I've seen Jeffrey Simmons do that a few times when he's maybe just grabbed a shoestring.
Sometimes you just got to play it up.
Play it up, and you get paid a little more.
Yes, absolutely. A lot of bit more.
A lot of bit more, that's right.
So Wilson back there for the Admirals on a 3rd and 14.
Comes the blitz. Plenty of time. Out. It's going to be
out to Jordan.
He's got to cut it up if he wants to get something.
Makes a move, and he's going to be very close to the first.
Wilson pass complete to Cooper Jordan.
So Jordan made the first man miss. Was able to squeak out another 1.5 yards on the second move and picks up the long 3rd down, which will give the Admirals a new set of downs at about midfield.
Great check down by Brewer Wilson, and great job by the Admirals front 5, giving him a little more protection. We've seen Brewer Wilson step up in the pocket and kind of desert it. That time he stood in there and ended up with the safety look right there. Good run by Panea for a gain of about 6.
I believe that's
Panea on the carry.
No, that is Panea.
Sure.
3-back committee then.
Well, here's the deal. I have an eye out for 44s because my son wore 44 in high school. So that number I got locked into my brain I can pick out pretty easily. The rest of the numbers all kind of seem mumbo-jumboed.
So Panea, Jordan, and Spring all sharing the backfield for the Admirals. Brings up 2nd and about 4. That's me, Panea again up the right side. He's going to be stopped just short
Panay on the carry.
by number 87. That's going to be Caleb Workman for the Cougars.
Gain of 2 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2 for the Admirals. Wilson and Pineo will still man the backfield here. Mina Mana, tight end, line up on the left side of the line. 2 wide sets at the top. Another handoff to Pinea, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Wow.
By, once again, a couple Cougars in there, but led by number 87, Caleb Workman.
Yeah, this is a big decision. This is the head coach's call, right? You want to go for it or not, and it looks like he's going to trot out the punt team on a 4th down. You know, I don't know if this internally tells your offensive unit, do you have a lot of confidence in him right now? I don't know if that's the case or if he's just thinking, you know, our defense is playing really well.
It might be confidence in your defense at this point.
Yeah, I think so. So now we just got to get Kia Hamilton here to get a good punt, a good safe. And there we go, a little corner.
Good hang time.
Yeah, there we go, inside the 10.
Right.
So
sign that man up.
Yeah, a nice call by Coach Melton to flip the field here for the Cougar offense, which went 3 and out on its first offensive series here in the 3rd quarter. 6:55 here. Paul Breece, Justin Ventline just continuing to just have a great time up here at a cool, crisp night.
Yes, fall night. Fall football night for sure up here at Franklin High School.
You know, and the problem is I'm going to wake up in the morning, the Vols aren't playing, and it's just like, what am I going to do, right?
I'm going to wake up and the Spartans are going to be playing, and I'm going to say, let's go do some yard work, son.
That's right. I don't even think Vanderbilt's playing tomorrow.
So Wildcat formation.
Oh, here we go. This is a little shake and bake, rattle and roll, and a shoestring tackle.
So direct snap to number 12. That's Dominic Reed for the Cougars. I believe that's going to be his first carry of the night. So they're going to leave the Wildcat formation. Yep.
21 yards on play, 1st and 10.
So Jones is out there.
He is out there. They're going to throw it. Nope. Direct snap, and that time bottled up.
That was led by number 40, Alec Allen for the Admirals. Going to lose a couple.
You know, it always has surprised me, Justin, after a big run like that they try to go back to the same guy. I mean, Coach, why don't you go out there and run 30 yards? Let me hand it right back off to you. How are you going to do?
Sometimes you get caught going to the well one too many times.
Well, you see immediately he took his helmet off as soon as he got to the sidelines. He went straight to the water. So here comes Jones back at it as the quarterback is set. And Lee going to get about 3 right there. And, you know, when you get tackled leaning forward, that's always a good sign.
So that'll bring up a 3rd and 7.
Gain of 4 yards on the play.
Jones and Lee will be in the backfield here still. Looks like they're going to go to more of a traditional spread set.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
So Jones has been able to hook up a couple times with his receivers in this mid-range area. We'll see what they do again.
Uh-oh.
Pumps and goes.
Got it.
Great coverage by the Admirals, and number 5 had that read like a book. Gaka for the Admirals. Great coverage on the play.
Well,
and scoots his butt to the sideline.
Yeah, something. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Maybe knock the breath out of himself,
It's 4th and 7.
which is not a fun thing for sure. But tremendous job by Gaka. I mean, he saw the ball turn and stayed inside. And the ball was slightly underthrown, but we'll attribute it to good coverage. Here comes the snap. The lefty.
Good punt, good spiral.
Oh.
Number 14 for the Admirals almost ran into that. That's going to be Cooper Jordan.
Yep. Centennial downs the ball to the 30-yard line.
Could have been a little excited to handle the ball again and almost ran right into that punt. So with 5:12 left in the 3rd, the Admirals will take over on, they're going to spot this at the 30, looks like, Paul.
And again, a quick, and that one wasn't really a 3 and out, right? That was about a 5-play, 6-play drive,
Yep.
but it was just not very time consuming. And now the Admirals still have life. And the longer you leave the Admirals, and might I add, the 0-6 Admirals, in this game, you're just giving them
more
confidence.
belief, more belief they're going to start having in themselves. So
tremendous pressure. Wilson just immediately has that primary receiver look, Justin,
Right.
and then if it's not there,
he's stepping up.
yeah.
And McMurray for the Cougars has been getting great pressure over there on the right side of that defensive line.
Gain of 2 yards on the play, 2nd and 8.
Making Wilson, like you said, look for his primary read and having to bail pretty quickly on that. So this time they line up looks like a tight end or a wing set maybe on that left side, maybe help a little blocking coverage. Hand off to Jordan, and he's going to pick up about
Jordan on the carry.
3 to 4
Haddock's
on the
stop.
second down carry.
Gain of 4 yards
So
on the
third
play.
and about
It's 3rd and 4.
4. I'd really like to see, we talked about Lucas Young earlier, but I'd like to see maybe number 8, Mina Manning, the tight end who's made some big plays for the Admirals throughout the season, get involved in a seam pass down the hash marks here. Oh, my.
And that was
Wilson's pass is incomplete and intended for Young.
that was Kenai Johnson
Johnson on the coverage.
on the breakup. Great hit to jar that free, or that most likely would have been a first down for the
Yeah,
Admirals.
I think so.
It's 4th down.
So the ball was intended for Lucas Young. And, when you've been out 6 weeks, and that's you're getting that first contact. And Brewer Wilson comes over to him and says, hey, man, I'm
Hamilton to
sorry.
punt for
Yeah.
Franklin.
It looks like Centennial is going to have to take a timeout here.
Timeout. White, their first timeout for the second half.
This time out sponsored by Mother's Peace Salon and Day
So 4th and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Would like to thank everyone that participated in the first annual golf scramble. We would also like
Coach
to thank
Tracy might
State
just be
Farm
trying to
for
figure out
sponsoring
personnel
lunch and
settings
fun
here
and
in the
providing
punt
food.
return.
Yeah, been kind of sloppy on the punt return. And in fact, it looks like they have a new returner back there.
That's the wide receiver, OT.
Yeah, so I think what originally was Johnson back there.
Yep.
And now OT is back.
Hamilton to punt for Franklin. O'Tay deep for
So
Centennial.
here we go. Admirals lining up for the punt.
Good snap.
Kicks off. Good hang time. Take a big first hop and come to a rest at about the 24-yard line.
Carry down
So
the
that's
ball for
where Brandon Jones and the Cougars will take over and try to get something going here in the second quarter.
Third quarter.
Third quarter, second quarter, third quarter.
This quarter has been kind of
Back
been
and
very
forth.
exciting
No,
for sure.
yes.
If you're looking for excitement, that was the first half.
Yes, yes.
This third quarter has been very businesslike,
Centennial starts to
kind of
drive
like
first and 10 from the 23-yard line.
not like going to Costco on a Saturday morning. It's a quick pass.
Jones over to Odie. He's going to be wrapped up. Gain of about 4.
Jones pass complete to O'Tay. Waters and King on the stop.
So
I believe that was Thompson King on the coverage and
man.
stop.
Put him and McCloskey. They're going to have probably about 10 tackles
5
each
yards on the
here
play, 2nd and 5.
by the time this is over with.
So Lee back in the backfield here for the Cougars. He'll get the handoff up the right side. Dragging defenders. He'll pick up the first down and continue to chug forward. And it's going to take about 7 Admirals to bring him down. I'm not even sure if he's down yet.
Well, they're helping him up. You know, the funny thing is, someone like Tanner Lee, who's probably got pretty good speed outside the tackle box, they really, they don't get him out in space a whole lot.
Right.
Which is interesting.
Today's game and getting your wide receiver out in space is screens, bubble screens, jet sweeps.
Well, I know they're getting their ball to their best athlete, right? But, when you're not getting help up front, maybe get him a head start out in the out of the backfield, throwing him a little screen or something.
Right. Once again, that play met in the backfield by Allen.
Yeah.
And he's been making his presence felt in the backfield.
So 2nd and 12.
Got a trips formation here to the bottom side of your screen. This is the formation that they gave Lee.
Yes.
The sweep out to the right side.
Yep. They're going a weak side here. Let's see if they give it to him again. Nope.
And
there we go.
On cue.
Man, they're listening. Well,
this is coming back.
Yeah.
This is coming back.
And he doesn't even realize it. Number 4, is that for the Cougars, I believe is going to be called for the hold.
I believe that's Parker Barthel.
How about Jaden George?
Yep.
Either way, we're going to get to hear from the white hat.
Potentially.
Well, here we go. Maybe not.
Oh, here we go. We're going live.
Holding of offense. Number 4. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, 2nd down.
So great swing screen set up by the Cougars is going to be negated by a hold out here on the outside by the receiver.
You know what I'm thinking, Justin? I'm thinking what I said was loud enough that the Cougars coaches up here to my right came down and was like, hey, this guy up here, he's pretty smart. He said, let's get it out in the open space with Tanner Lee.
So the Cougars will give Lee a break here. Put Xavier Haddix in the backfield. Snap goes to Jones, pass to number 9. That's Alec Perez, the number 14 for the Admirals. That's Cooper Jordan making his presence felt on defense, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 12.
As Cooper Jordan, Rocco Padilla, I mean, those guys are playing a lot of snaps.
All over. And they've been all over on both sides of the field, too. I mean, yeah, they're playing a lot of snaps, but they're making meaningful plays on both sides.
It's 3rd and 12.
So a huge 3rd down. Jones on the rollout, and he's going to tuck it for sure. And he's going to
pick it up.
Oh, my.
Well, the near judge has him short. The far judge has got him.
Jones on the carry.
They've got him spotted short.
They're going to. It's going to be close. The white hat says, let's go.
4th and short.
4th and 1.
4th down. Oh, my.
And he's stopped.
No.
Oh!
It's stripped. Thompson King gonna return this. Holy mackerel.
So we went from a stop short. We went from a stop short to 1st down to strip 6.
The sophomore having a tremendous game. 38 yards. Strip and score, and
we're going to have a flag at the end of it.
Yeah,
we'll tack it on. We'll tack it on.
If you're an Admiral fan, you're okay with that flag. So now we're all going to dissect this, right, Justin?
Right,
here we go.
Right. I mean, there was a lot of emotions going on in about 1.5 seconds of play up here. He was stopped short. He picked up the 1st and then stripped 6 for Thompson King. But the officials are going to sort this flag out. I'm assuming it's going to be a after the play penalty here.
For sure. But, man, I was watching the pile the whole time, Justin.
Yeah.
I never really even saw King come out of the pile until he was about 3 or 4 steps.
I think a lot of the players thought the play was either dead or yes. I think a lot of people kind of gave up on the play.
So let's hope Lance down in the truck, maybe a replay.
Wind it back.
Yeah, let's take a look. I don't know. Here we go. Let's check it out, Justin.
So Jones is he never got the snap.
Oh, my. He is really begging for it. And look at King.
Digging at it.
Headsy play.
And I don't think Jones ever had the snap
look at that.
to start with.
Pops up, and he's like, thank you so much. Camera work. McCloskey says, watch out. And King with the celebration. That, my friends, may be our WCTV play of the week.
The result of the play is a touchdown.
We're confirmed. Sideline warning.
We got sideline warning.
Yep.
Against Red.
They don't.
Sideline warning. That's their only warning.
You know what? If you're an Admiral fan, sideline warning doesn't even penalize you, really. It just says, don't do it again. And I love.
It's like a strike in middle school.
Yeah. That's right. You get 2 more. Except in sideline warnings, you get 1 more. Wow. What a scene we got here. Hey, if you're watching our live stream right now with just less than a minute left in the third quarter, wake up the kids.
Yes.
Brooks, wake up. You're going to miss out on this fantastic fourth quarter.
He could be up at this point. Could be ice cream time.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, wow. I wish somebody would wake me up to eat ice cream.
It is the weekend, Paul.
It's parents like you that helps us.
So we'll line up here for the extra point for the Admirals. Snap, hold, kick is good, and they will go up 7-0. They're go up 7. The score of
Centennial 7.
Franklin Admirals 14, Centennial Cougars 7 with 57 seconds left here in the third quarter. So
here we go. How about a second replay look? You talked about it kind of in a hurry.
Yep.
Did not really get the full snap. And King, you know what? He may have recognized that.
He was digging at it right away, it looks like, Paul. He might have, like you say, he might have recognized the ball might have been loose the entire time. And thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Referee, for not calling the play. Stop. Hold on. It's just tremendous. Man, you talk about homecoming distractions, right? As a coach, you're like,
right.
Oh, no, here we go, homecoming week.
We got float building going on.
Absolutely, till midnight.
Right.
Man, this may have been just what the doctor ordered for Franklin.
This would be a huge, huge win for their season, that is for sure.
I mean, you got the Cougars working on momentum, trying to get in the playoffs for the first time in a while. And talk about spoiler. Your crosstown rival, Admiral's just going to possibly ruin this. But we still got plenty of football.
Lots of football left. A short kick here.
Oh, man, they kicked it to the wrong guy, it looks like.
I think there was 2 wrong guys to kick it to right there.
Here comes Tanner Lee. He can make things happen.
He's still
going.
He's going to be saved by the kicker.
Wow.
Tanner Lee with a heck of a return there for the Cougars. Going to put them in great field position.
Well, the special teams coach, Stephen Gotkowski, is going to probably say, man, it may have been just best to kick it out of bounds.
Yes. We'll take the penalty. So Jones and the Cougars will retake the field, looking to really spark their offense. Lee has had a lot of good runs, couple shoestring tackles holding him up. And I think we just keep holding our breath of when he's going to break another big one.
Yeah, you know what? It's amazing. I mean, if we count on 4 hands how many times they've run that play, that trap play right there. And the Admirals have gotten better as the game's progressed. and stopping that play.
So that'll bring up second and about 8.
Here comes Jones, fumbled snap, quick handoff to 5. He's looking for something that's going to be nothing.
Yeah.
But still can't really bring him down, but
That was great job by the Admirals defense. That's going to be number 70. Luke Denman, another sophomore for this Admiral team. Like you said, Paul, this Admiral team full of young talent.
And that's into the third quarter when you score.
And if you're Coach Melton, you're very, very happy with what you're seeing here at the end of the third quarter. Franklin Admirals up 14 over the Centennial Cougars 7.
well, now you got a young team, right? You're 0-6. You know, they don't really know any better. They're not going to fold because, you know, if you're a senior team and you're 0-6, you're like, okay, hey, let's just get this over with. Yeah, that's right. These sophomores are like, hey, let's go.
Put it on tape.
Let's do it. And, you know, they've bought in. And, man, now, though, that's the problem, right? You got a young team. You're in a close game. Can they finish?
Can they keep their mentalness together of the offsides, the false starts, the encroachments? Are they going to be able to handle that coming down the stretch here?
Well, we got 12 minutes to find out. Kind of like when the Vols beat the Gators. It was we thought we had it in the bag, and they just wanted to make it close. And
hit the over.
Thank goodness for Caleb Presley for pouring the Gatorade over Josh Heupel. If you don't know who Caleb Presley is, he's not even a volunteer player. He's just just a guy. Somehow made his way on the sidelines and he grabbed the Gatorade and dumped him. Yeah, so we'll see here if Coach Melton maybe get in a Gatorade bath here.
So here we go, 3rd and 7. Jones takes a snap. High throw.
And that's been kind of the scenario for the passing game for the Cougars. It's been the high errant throws that just could not be reined in after that first. I mean, if you got to go way back into the first quarter with Johnson on that big catch.
Yep.
That is anything close.
Downfield, yeah.
Oh, man,
so
hold your breath.
We've got Kenai Johnson again lined up here down in the trips formation. 4th and 7. Yeah. Jones takes it.
High.
And another high throw.
And unbelievable. We are turning this game around as the Admirals take over after the 2 errant throws.
And you've got to give credit to Franklin defense so far in this game. They've really been able to keep the big plays to a minimum. Lee had a big run. Johnson had a big catch. But other than that, the one touchdown that got called back, could look back at that, see if that was a game-changing moment for the Cougars. But
well, really, I think he got tackled about the 10-yard line. Yeah, but yes, and they have made some shoestring tackles for big yards.
Yes.
That could have been really, really bad. So here we go. 1st and 10 after the turnover on downs. And a quick throw by Young.
Luke Young makes one.
And there he goes.
Misses.
Lucas Young. And he is going to.
Yeah, he's forced out by number 5, Xavier Haddix for the Cougars. But this might.
We got a flag.
We got 2 flags now.
These are going to be probably offsetting. Well, we got a ripped helmet.
Yeah, we got.
That's Patrick Jones, 52. And we are going to have ourselves a conversation. Here's the bad problem, right? When the offense has moved back to the starting spot, that's never a good sign.
No. They know something we don't.
That's right. And we're about to hear it, though, with the live look-in.
We still might be trying to get numbers.
And we may have unsportsmanlike on Centennial. Really couldn't see it. We're still trying to figure out why Jones' helmet came off, 52 for the Admirals.
Now, correct me if I am wrong, but he'll have to sit
One play.
one play.
Unless Coach wants to call a timeout, but I don't think it's probably worth it. Well, they're going to – here we go.
We've got a live ball, dead ball combination foul.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
First foul is holding against the offense, number 2. That'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. After the play, we got a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against White, number 12. That 15 yards will be marked off from the succeeding spot.
Okay.
So
Not really much gained, but so we had Warchus on the hold for the Admirals, and then a unsportsmanlike on Dominic Reed,
after the play.
number 12. So I think it's 10 from the spot, and then we're going to go 15 the other way, and it looks like we're about first and 4.
First and four.
Yeah. But what did we see right there from Lucas Young, the receiver, number 9? He's got a little shimmy to
Yeah,
him.
a little shimmy, a couple quick moves, able to make a couple guys miss, and once again lined up one-on-one coverage. Looks like they're in the slot. They're going to hand it off right up the middle.
Well, going to be close, but it's going to be short.
Yep. Looks like he's going to be taken down by number 7, Matthew Rowan, for the Cougars.
Well, here's the good news.
And Rowan on the stop.
You know, you're an Admiral fan, and you normally are not scoreboard watching, but you look over to your left, and you're like, wait a minute, we're winning. It's 11:22. We got to keep that clock running.
Keep it going, yep. And offensive coordinator Lance White, I think that's probably in the back of his mind as well.
You definitely coach a little different when you're ahead, but you can't get conservative.
Correct. So he's 2nd and 1. Handoff once again. He's going to try the left side of the center, it looks like this time, and he's
they're
going to
give
have
it
it.
to him. Yeah.
Spring on the carry.
So Spring will pick up the first down with the 2-yard carry. Get a fresh set of down for the Admirals.
Good for a first down.
Keep that clock moving.
First and 10, Franklin from the own 45-yard line.
Looks like Cooper Jordan is going to check in into the backfield. The rare no gloves, no sleeve, no tape look for Cooper Jordan.
Big fan of the old school. We got a timeout. So, Coach definitely did not see something he liked. I think that was the offensive coordinator you just mentioned. And you know what? I mean, it's not bad, right, to use a timeout,
Right.
settle things down.
Get everybody's mindset all on one page. Make sure we're not making silly mental mistakes. And try to close out these next 10 minutes and 27 seconds to.
I tell you what, the first 3 quarters ran by really quick.
Well, I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of run plays from the Admirals and probably start to air it out a little bit on the other side.
Gives you home FHS action and selected road events for all games played against schools who are members of the NFHS network.
So 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line.
Well, to the 154 watching at home, hey, reach out to somebody because we're going to have a good finish here.
Absolutely. So Young goes in motion here. Hand off to Jordan up the right side.
Nice run.
Nice run. And that was a great block.
57.
Yes, 57. That's going to be Adam Ray, a senior.
Nice. By the right tackle.
Right tackle, yeah. I was able to drive it back.
Could the Titans use an Adam Ray
could use
right tackle?
They could use a left tackle.
A left? Oh, that's right. We do have a
Yes.
right tackle. Maybe we could switch Adam Ray to the left tackle.
So I'll bring up 2nd and short for the Admirals.
Which is an actually fantastic thing, right? 2nd and short.
You got 2 cracks at it.
Yeah, and you got clock still churning. Take this play clock down to about 10 seconds.
Jordan takes a snap
man.
again. He's going to pick up the first down, about a 10-yard gain.
And Patrick Jones' helmet came off again.
Taken down by Haddix for the Cougars, but not before. He's going to move the chains.
9 yards on the play is good for a Toyota of Cold Springs first down.
And Admiral's starting to find a little groove in their run game with Jordan.
Absolutely. Kind of
And if you're the Cougars on defense, you don't want to get in the mindset of selling out for the run, because that's when Young can hurt you one-on-one.
Yep, here he goes in motion. Oh, no. And that's the, they went all in.
All in on that one.
They pushed the chips all in, Centennial did, and said, you know what, we're done.
Caleb Workman with the tackle for loss.
4 yards on the play, 2nd and 14.
And that's what we were just saying, Paul. If you're going to get in the mindset of selling out to stop the run, you got to make sure your defensive backs are ready to be on an island out here on the outside. So Wilson lines up in the pistol.
Here we go, quick throw, and this is what we got. Lucas Young, and a great tackle, about 15 out in the open field.
Cody Williamson for the Cougars.
Good for Lucas Young to stay in bounds, though, right? Got the clock continue to run.
Good heads-up play. I tell you what, the
3 yards on the play, 30
right end for the Cougars, that was number 35, Gus McMurray. He's made a couple pressure plays right there, but he almost got his hands on that coming out to the outside.
It would be interesting to see if Coach has a design quarterback run. As I don't think they're going to try to throw it down the field.
No.
I would avoid any kind of disaster. Oh. Here comes the quarterback keep. Oh, my.
And he was a couple Cougars in there for the tackle. That's going to be number 17, Matthew Rowan.
Rowan on the stop.
Love the play call right there. As it does look like a QB design. Clock continues to run. Now we're at a 4th down. I think they're going to milk it.
Yeah, not sure if that was a design run or Wilson just.
I can guarantee you they probably didn't tell Brewer Wilson to throw downfield. They're going to take this down to about 1 second and call timeout. There's no way they snap this on 4th down. I mean,
Wilson going with the hard count. An offensive coordinator, that's going to be Lance White, looking at the back judge, waiting for the tick down. They will take timeout. So with 7:04 left in the 4th quarter, Franklin Admirals take their second timeout.
Yeah, somebody tell the punter, Kia Hamilton, get ready.
Franklin High School cheerleaders would like to thank
I don't see him out there.
Sponsors for the 2022-23 season. Publix, Libby Photo and Design.
Oh, yeah, dude. See him out there.
Yep.
Okay.
Window Supply.
A huge opportunity for Centennial to get the ball back with plenty of time, 7:04. Right, we're not even halfway through this 4th quarter.
Nope.
Justin.
With all Franklin High School sports by following the official Franklin High School.
But I do notice this: the student section for Franklin, they've kind of toned down the music a little bit, and they have definitely got their focus faces on. I mean, they are locked in.
We also lost the Star Wars battle that was going on.
That definitely got detained and moved to a different location, which started out by the shot put area, I believe, and worked its way inside the stadium. So
they're lining up in an offensive set here.
Okay,
Paul.
Can Brewer Wilson punt this thing? Oh, my goodness. A gutsy call here by the Admirals.
Their Cougars are bringing the house. Brewer Wilson escapes the package.
He's going to throw it, and it's tipped off. Oh, man, cannot reel it in. It was a gutsy call from the get-go.
And Brewer Wilson did a heck of a job there, being able to escape the pressure from the Cougars. Tries to throw it out there to Mana.
Yeah, and this guy's a sure-handed receiver, and you got to wonder, did the Admirals give up an opportunity to pin the Centennial Cougars back inside the 10 in the special teams game? Or did they see something with the return game that they didn't like? But
also, Admirals had a couple issues with the snap on the punt, too, so maybe you just give the ball up here on the 35.
Direct snap.
Direct snap.
Pinea needs a tackle and a trip up. I believe that was Gaka on the far side, but it looks like he may have got kicked in the helmet.
Down.
He is going to be down for a minute. So with 6:42 here in the fourth, we're going to check on some scores around the county. I mean, right? We've had some first, you know, if you're at home and you're thinking, man, does this get more exciting? Hey.
Well, checking in from Bridgestone Arena,
Nashville
Nashville Predators win 7-1 in a preseason game.
Who's the goalie for the Predators now?
It does not matter, I don't think.
Okay. I guess so.
So let's see here.
The amazing use of
so with 2 minutes left in the fourth, Brentwood and Independence are tied at 17 all.
That's another homecoming for Brentwood. 17 all. How about that? I was trying to get the Summit Spartans. Ravenwood scored. It was 21-0 Ravenwood at halftime, as Gaka does get up slowly here, trotting off the field. 35-7 Summit. I'm sorry, 35-7 Ravenwood over Summit. So here we go, second and about 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
So once again, looks like we got a Wildcat formation for the Cougars. Dominic Reed's going to take the direct snap. Over to the right side, makes a couple misses. Looks like he was almost tripped up, but brought down by number 40, Alec Allen.
Elmore on the stop.
Nonetheless, that'll give the Cougars a first down about midfield.
Good for Centennial first down.
With 6:25 left here in the fourth quarter. So the Cougars are going to leave this Wildcat package in. This time Jones is not on the field.
Quick sweep here.
It's going to be Reed again
outside,
over to the left side.
Yeah, getting some tremendous blocking. McCloskey going to have to run him down. And maybe a late hit. And there is the flag, going to add an additional 15. When it's always on the side of the team that needs the call, they are 90% of the time going to need the call. Get the call.
And it looks like the Cougars have just
They've awoken.
They have awoken and just said, you know what, we're just going to get our speed to the outside, like you were saying, Paul, and let our athletes try to make some plays for us here on offense.
I did get an goalie, Nashville Predator goalie update.
UC Saros.
Saros. Yeah, that's right.
Better known as Juice.
Number 11.
Juice.
15 yards added to the end of the run. Go to the first down.
So that'll be tacked on to the end of the run.
Man. You know, Centennial has been down here before. Come out with a block field goal. And one time a missed fourth down conversion. So here we go again. Quarterback and just a big-time head of steam by number
12. That's Reed.
Yeah, Reed. It's going to be a
about 5-yard gain for the Cougars.
Gain of 5 yards on the play. It's 2nd and 5.
Clock's going to continue to run. Now we're under 6 minutes.
Once again, still in the Wildcat package. Looks like Lee and Reed back there for the Cougars.
Low
snap. Handed off to.
Oh, my. Great tackle by 16 for the
Cooper Brown.
Yeah, Cooper Brown, the senior.
Brown on the stop.
And this is, you put a lot of pressure on a young defense like this.
From the Franklin 14.
Yeah, they've done a great job thus far this whole entire game, bottling up Lee with a lot of shoestring tackles, but we'll see if they can keep him out of the end zone here. First and 10, direct snap to Reed. He's going to take it over the left side. He's got some room, and he's going to be into the end zone.
Well, they went back to the well, and that time, touchdown, Reed.
And that whole entire drive by the Cougars, the Wildcat with Reed taking the direct snaps. I believe he had 3 or 4 carries. Probably a total of 60 yards rushing on that entire drive. He's able to punch it in for the touchdown, and pending the ensuing extra point, this is going to be a tie game, Paul.
Very important extra point. And here comes the pressure.
High snap, got it down, and right down the middle.
With 4:55 to go in the game.
Well, the Cougars got
Franklin 14,
more
14.
than they bargained for, but they have answered the bell, as now it is tied up with 4:55, and the direct snap by Reed with tremendous blocking, a one-on-one on the edge on Brown, Panea, and Warchus, and McCloskey. And do the Admirals have enough firepower to answer? Right?
We'll see.
Well, you had the strip, fumble, return, and what I would call a circus catch for a touchdown. So not any traditional type S touchdowns by the Admirals.
And really their defense has kept them in this game.
Absolutely.
So we'll see if the sophomore quarterback can step up. Now the last play of that last possession made a great play to evade the pocket, threw a decent ball to Mina, the tight end, just wasn't able to bring it in to convert the 4th down conversion. So I don't think you're going to win this game keeping the ball on the ground if you're Coach Melton. You're going to have to go to Young, Mina, some of your other guys on the outside and try to beat this Cougar secondary.
Well, we're going to get a chance to see which direction Coach Alex Melton and
Hamilton and Walters deep for the
Walters and Hamilton back deep.
And listen, if you kick it to Hamilton, he gets a little speed here. I'm not sure if they're going to go to him this time. Looks like they're going to Warters. There's a little more, and he's going to be just
wrapped
bottled up.
Takedown, yep. Looks like it's number 53 coming out from the pile for the Cougars. That's going to be Cy Lankford. So Brewer Wilson, the sophomore quarterback, will take over here at the 27-yard line. 4:49 left on homecoming night for the Admirals.
From the 27-yard line.
Seeing if they can get that first win in the column.
Yeah, so here we go.
We got Cooper Jordan in the backfield as his running mate. Like you said, Paul, this Franklin student section very intently watching the game now.
So here comes Young on the jet sweep, and
he's met by number 12, number 50. I believe that's Scruggs for the Cougars.
We'll see here if the Admirals take their time or have any kind of sense of urgency. They don't want to give the Cougars the ball back with time on the clock for sure, especially after the Cougars have developed a Wildcat that it seems been pretty efficient.
The handoff to Jordan up the right side. He's going to gain about 4 yards.
So just over about the 31, gain of about 5. Now we're looking at about a 3rd and 6. Justin, and man, I tell you what, this one is huge.
Huge.
If you're an Admiral fan.
3rd and 6.
Need a conversion.
Absolutely. So Admirals are going to line up in a trips formation here down on the near side. Brewer back to pass, flips it out, caught. He's going to be, it's going to be close.
Yeah, it's going to be short, I believe.
Wilson's pass complete to Brown.
So that was number 16, Cooper Brown for the Admirals on the reception.
So at the 41, they're going to need 42. Now the question is, will Coach Melton go for it here? Will he let the clock run? Will he try to draw him off sides? Man, this is where, you're 0-6. Do you have anything left?
So it looks like
now we hit the 3-minute mark.
Coach White signals in the play, and the Admirals are going to line up
5
here
seconds.
on a 4th and 5. And they
and they'll snap it.
Dump off.
He's got a
He
catch.
caught it. And he's going to
get a
pick up the first down.
No late hit. And this is huge, gutsy calls.
Huge pickup by Cooper Jordan.
Game's good for Torrado Cold Springs first down.
And that is a huge play for the Admirals to pick up a new set of downs.
Justin, we didn't think they were going to snap it.
I did not think he was going to snap it.
And there was about 1 second on the play clock.
Maybe the element of surprise.
It caught me by surprise. Same formation here, Brewer Wilson. And here we go. Quick snap. Here's a rollout. We've seen this before. Brewer Wilson going to throw it. Great catch. A first down and a slam on the Cougar defense.
And that's going to be Cooper Brown, I believe, on the reception.
Yep. And we got a Cougar that is down over there.
I think that's Kenai Johnson, who is in coverage. Yeah.
That'd be a huge loss. Number 21.
It looks like Kenai was in coverage on that and made the tackle.
What a great timing pattern throw by Brewer Wilson.
Absolutely.
So we're going to have a little break here. Oh, and we are going to get one.
Against the defense, number 21.
Oh, my.
So I think Kenai Johnson did a great job of making the stop, getting there to prevent any more gained yardage by Brown, but the pickup and slam to the turf is going to draw the unnecessary roughness. So in the matter of 2 plays, Paul, we go from 4th and short to now we're knocking on the doorstep of being in the red zone.
I mean, all you need is 3.
That is correct.
But the problem is the wind has really been whipping around up here.
So Wilson back.
Yeah.
Drops back, hits his stride.
Okay.
That's going to be Brown again, taken down by 87. That's going to be Caleb Workman. So I don't believe there's any gain on that play, but at least keeps the clock moving if you're the Admirals.
This is
92, Elijah Bagwell warming up the leg here into the kicking net.
Here comes the pressure. Wilson looking and runs out of real estate.
So that's Workman back-to-back tackles for no gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
So interesting situation where you're at in the field if you're Coach Melton.
I mean, you're sitting here about, at the 34. It's going to be a 50, 51-yarder. I don't know if that's an option or not, but here's the deal. You've used 2 of your timeouts right early. They've got 1 timeout remaining.
Got Lucas Young line up in the slot there.
Oh, man.
Wilson hits his stride, and he's just going to get rid of it. Smart play by the sophomore quarterback.
Now, right, this is an opportunity to go ahead and go for it.
Right.
You have about 1 minute and 3 seconds. If you failed to convert, I mean, they got to go 68, 67, 66 yards. So
the tough part as a sophomore quarterback is you only need 10 yards.
That's
you
right.
You don't need to make the hero play here. You don't need the deep ball.
I would love to see if Manning, number 8, can kind of get open right here.
He's lined up here to the tight end, near side.
He helped. This time he's releasing up the field. Plenty
Wilson
of time.
was looking there.
Nope.
He's going to be taken down for a sack.
Worst possible scenario.
And that's going to be 35. Gus McMurray, he's been getting pressure all night for the Cougars. And that's going to give them an opportunity with 56 seconds here to potentially get within field goal range.
Centennial take over on down.
So the Cougars offense found some life that last offensive possession. Will they continue with the Wildcat? Or will they bring out Brennan Jones and let him sling it around some?
Looks like Jones is going to take the field.
And they're down a man, right? Kenad Johnson, who was a big target. 21. Yep. So here we go.
So they're going to hand it off to their workforce.
Tanner Lee.
Yeah. Yep. Pick up the first down.
Yeah, and this is huge because Centennial actually has 2 timeouts. And
game's good for Centennial, first down.
The Cougars back with the ball. Jones back with the pass. That's going to be number 12.
Yep, Reed. Reed's going to pick it up in 30 seconds. The clock's going to continue to run. And now Coach Kreisky is going to use a timeout. And I'm sure he was looking for Reed to get out of bounds there, but a nice play by McCloskey, who probably has about 10 to 12 tackles on this game.
He's been doing it all over there.
And what do you say, right, Justin, if you're a defense coordinator, you don't want your secondary to be leading tacklers if possible. So
not ideal.
So 28 seconds left here. We're tied at 14.
Please put 30 seconds on the game clock.
So we're going to get 30 seconds back here. Actually, they're going to add 2 seconds to the play clock. So with 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, the Cougars are going to have the ball on the 40-yard line driving. Have already had a field goal blocked earlier tonight.
It's 2nd and 1.
So 2nd and 1. They can get the first down to get the play clock stopped if they want to. But it looks like Jones is going to.
Quick pass,
oh, my.
That's number 10 for the Admirals. That's
Kia Hamilton.
Yep.
Yeah, the punter. The return man.
Punter, return man.
The cornerback. Holy mackerel.
There's going to be no gain. And
oh, my.
Cougars
Did they just
are going to
use
have
a timeout?
Yeah. They took their last timeout
they
with
were
16 seconds.
So scoreboard says 1st and 10, but it is 3rd down and 1. Unless they called a timeout for measurement.
Trying to get a look, yep.
So a lot of things are going on. Listen, what we've had? We've had like 3 straight weeks of running clock games, and this has been our our first kind of edge of your seat kind of game on our Williamson County TV game of the week here at Franklin High School homecoming night. And here's the problem with 14 games. When there is a winner declared, getting out of this parking lot is going to be a disaster.
So they're going to bring out the chains here, Paul, to measure it.
Yeah, so let's take a look here. And, man, it is going to be close.
It's very close.
And now Coach Kreisky telling his team, he's like, wait a minute, what are we doing? Oh, they're going to go – they're figuring something out.
Not sure what's going on here.
Here we go. And it looks
like it's right at the edge.
They can't make a decision. I think they're trying to figure out where should we spot this. They cannot take that ball and put it on the yard line at the hash mark and remeasure it. It would be a first down. Or look at him. He's like, it is going to be 3rd down, though.
Yep. Quick update from Brentwood, Indy. Brentwood scored in overtime to go up 24-17.
Still going?
I believe so.
Well, I tell you what. Our overtime,
7 minutes ago it was.
Overtime. Oh, there we go. Overtime games could be
Free football.
And yeah. 'Cause we're about to hit October, right?
We are.
Okay. Let's regroup, Justin.
So
Third
we got
down.
a third and a chain link.
I mean, one chain link. They couldn't even. They can't even teach that at referee school.
And the Cougars did have to take their time out there, so they're left with
Yeah,
0. And that's why you're not seeing Jones line up under the center here, I think, to just try to push his way forward.
Hey, here's what I would do. I mean, I would go Wildcat, get the first down, spike the ball, live another day here. Here we go.
Or have Reed run to the sideline like he was last.
Because if Tanner
session.
Lee gets stopped, because they got to be. Oh my! Here we go.
Good protection by the Cougars. He's going to pick up the first. Is he going to get to the sideline? No!
Well, it doesn't matter. They've got the first down, so they are going to stop the clock. So now we got clock operator issues. Did they get out of bounds in time? Whoop. They can't call timeout. They signaled timeout.
Yeah, they did signal timeout.
But they don't have any left. Confusion, mass confusion everywhere.
Very mass confusion.
I'm not sure what's going on. All right, we're going to get one more play.
So they're trotting out the field goal unit.
This white hat referee has definitely earned his money tonight.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's see what he
1
says.
second on the clock.
So
1 second on the clock, he says. And they're going to attempt a field goal of 52 yards.
that's going to be Sam Cochran.
On the right hash, the left footer. Well, all we have to do.
The kids are lined up behind the field.
The snap. Oh, and it's blocked. It had no shot.
It's going to be short. No, they're waving it dead. White hat is waving it dead.
Yeah, once the ball hits the ground, it's over.
So we're going overtime, Paul.
Wow. What's going on?
Number 14, Centennial, 14.
Get your mobile Sonic orders in now.
Man, it is going to be mass chaos at the Sonic. Somebody give him a heads up. Wow. So it's going to be huge. It's going to be see which direction.
So the end of regulation here, we're going to end with a tie score of 14 all between the homecoming Franklin Admirals and the visiting Centennial Cougars. So,
well, you know, we've been talking all night as the numbers have continually risen, I don't know. We're almost
you're
at
not
200.
an English teacher.
No, I am not. We're at almost 200 viewers here just at the right time as we are tied 14-14 in regulation. You talked about free football at Brentwood. We're getting it right here at Franklin High School.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't
right
get much
down the
better than
road.
this.
And I think Lance said if we get to 250 viewers, it was free mini corn dogs for everybody in attendance.
Everybody. Oh, no. Well, here's the problem. The scoreboard's gone black. They probably they're not used to this overtime stuff. So here's the all-important coin toss, right? Who's going to get the ball first?
Do you want it first, or do you?
Well, listen, the way Coach Melton has been kind of a riverboat gambler tonight, I would think he's going to go first.
I would like to say with the way his defense has been stopping the Centennial Cougars pretty much all night, other than that last Wildcat drive, I would put the onus on my defense, hold them to 3, and then see a lot of Brewer Wilson to Lucas Young.
Sure.
On the possession.
Well,
it seems like we've got a hack in our viewer system.
What? What do we have? Uh-oh. So here we go with the all-important overtime coin flip. Heads you win, tails I lose.
Tails never fails,
That's
Coach.
right. That's what I would go with. The visiting team's going to get the call. The Centennial Cougars 5-1. The Franklin Rebels 0-6, and
on the doorstep of this could be a huge building block for Coach Melton. A lot of young talent. This is going to go a long way, I think, win or lose, really, to be able to put on tape that, hey, we can hang with a good Centennial Cougar team.
Really good.
Yeah, potentially playoff-bound Centennial team. So waiting on the coin flip here.
This is taking a while.
They might have had to find a coin.
Guys, anybody get a quarter, penny, dime? There's a penny shortage. Can't find those.
Card only, no cash. They're actually flipping a Visa.
Southwest Priority, you win. All right, here we go. Live look-in?
I would love a live look-in right now by White Hat.
Let's get that microphone cranking.
But it looks
Here
like
comes the flip. He didn't drop it. He's going to, and what do we got? It looks like Franklin won. They're going to.
Won the toss.
So
he's trying to.
Patrick Jones.
Yeah, Patrick Jones, the spokesperson. Here we go.
Oh, here we go. We're going live. We're going live.
Nope.
No, maybe we're not going live.
Now he's I think Franklin won. He's asking him which side they want to defend. And he's tapping him, and we're going that way. So it looks like Centennial's going to get the ball first.
Centennial will have the ball first
and what
goal from the 10-yard line.
Brooks Ventline would say, that way.
That way.
The south end
nice.
Zone.
Got a nice. I know the crowd is.
Yeah,
everybody's got the cell phone flashlights going. A little wave back and forth. Not sure how this all takes place, but I'm usually the guy that has the flashlight on by accident. My kids are like, Dad, you get your flashlight on. I'm like, oh, I don't even know how that happened.
So the Admirals are going to take over on defense first.
So we talked about it, right? Melton, they won the toss. They went defense, just like you said. So
the Cougars will it'll be first and goal at the 10. And they're going to go back to that Wildcat package.
Yeah, I mean, that's a no-brainer. Watch the edge. Well, there we go.
Right
Tanner
off the
Lee.
Right out the middle. He's going to be stopped short. Tripped up by number 14. That's going to be Cooper Jordan.
McCloskey on the stop.
I mean, that's
slow to get up, but he's been playing a lot of snaps both sides.
Cooper Jordan he was a young man that was on the sidelines earlier with the
getting
like
stretched out. Yep.
Yeah.
8 yards on the play. Second and goal from the 2.
So a huge
Reed
play.
and Lee back in the backfield again. Reed takes a direct snap.
Yeah.
Waiting for a signal, and we're going to get a touchdown.
So the Wildcat works out. This could be a situation where, if Centennial kicks, Franklin does score, they may realize, man, we're not going to be able to stop them. Let's go for 2.
Cochran attempts the extra point.
Cochran trots out for the extra point attempt. And while the Admirals were able to hold this Cougar defense quite a bit in the second half, it's hard to stop them when they're knocking on the doorstep 10 yards out.
So here we go, Admirals from the 10-yard line. They've got the wind in their back. They only need 10. And then the big opportunity to try to win this thing outright. I think that's a no-brainer the way Coach Melton has made some decisions tonight. if he could just squeeze this in.
And it looks like Cooper Jordan's going to trot out there for the backfield again for the Admirals.
Yeah, and he's been the guy that's kind of been slow because of the – oh, Wilson out in the flats.
Pivot, thrown to the corner,
Yeah.
no one there. Maybe just threw it away there.
Smart.
Live to see another day.
Very surprised that they went straight to the pass
Yes.
on first down. I would have loved to seen him run it just to try to see what kind of progress they can make with the run.
Right. But like we said, Cooper Jordan getting a lot of work on both sides of the ball. It might have been just let's get him a quick breather before we go to him right here on second down.
Well, there's nobody. I was going to say there's nobody down here with Cooper Brown at the bottom of your screen, but we got an opportunity here. Here comes the blitz.
Izzy
And a huge
taken
stop.
down in the backfield.
17.
That's Matthew Rowan for the Cougars.
Rowan on.
Jordan slow to get up.
Yeah.
So it's going to be
Third
third down from about the 15-yard line in what is 4-down territory at this point for the Admirals. Wilson drops back, steps up in the pocket,
Oh, man.
taken down once again by Gus.
Wilson is sacked by McMurray.
Gus McMurray takes him down.
So this is it.
Wilson stretching out his legs a little bit there too, so it's me fourth
This is it.
and
This
goal.
is the ball
This
game.
is it.
We're at the 15-yard line. They're going to call timeout. And the Cougars definitely have some pep in their step.
Absolutely.
So after the first overtime, 21-14, Centennial scores on what, the second or third play?
Second play. First play was to Lee for about a 7-yard
Yeah.
gain, and then second play was Reed taking it himself from the Wildcat formation, which, to be quite honest, was their bread and butter in the second half.
Yes, absolutely. So tremendous adjustment at halftime by Coach Kreisky and the staff to recognize, hey, the passing game's really not on. Let's
Put the ball in our playmaker's hand right away.
Right,
Let's
outside the hashes and see
Right.
what happens for sure. So here we go. This could be it. They got to get to the end zone here to continue this game.
And Lucas Young here line up in the slot. Mina Mena line up
Yep.
the tight end position. Those are going to be the two guys you're going to look
gonna
at
need-
Wilson to go to, I
Going to
think.
need to have some time for Wilson.
He's going to throw it up to the corner. Knocked down by number 12. That's Reed, who ended up scoring the touchdown. The Cougars will escape with a victory here at Franklin High School on homecoming night. In the Battle of Franklin.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a fantastic week 7 as we have seen throw out all the records. Your final score, it's the Centennial Cougars spoil the Admirals homecoming 21-14 in overtime for Paul Breece and Justin Ventline. We will see you next week on our WCTV Game of the Week. Thanks for joining us.